Okay, looking now at 19 through 24, we need to identify the sine, tangent, cotangent, secant, cosine, and cosecant of these different radian values. To my right, I have done the conversion from radian measure to degree measure, so we can see that pi over 3 is 60 degrees, pi over 4 is 45 degrees, and pi over 6 is 30 degrees. So looking at our 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, real quick, if we build that, if this is our 30, 60, 90, if this is x, this is 2x, and this is x square root of 3. So if this is 1, if 2x equals 1, and therefore x is 1/2, and this becomes the square root of 3 over 2. So this is equal to the square root of 3 over 2. Okay? So if this is the 60 degree side right here, and this is the 30 here, alright, so let's look at it first of all from pi over 3. Let's look at it from the 60 degrees. Sine is going to be opposite over hypotenuse, which is going to be the square root of 3 over 2 over 1. So that's simply the square root of 3 over 2. 20 tangent of pi over 4, that's 45, 45. So if these are 45 degree angles right here, okay, if this is 1, this is going to be the square root. Let's see if that's 1. Remember, 1 is equal to x square root of 2. So that means x is equal to the 1 over the square root of 2. So x is equal to the square root of 2 over 2. Okay? So these are both square root of 2 over 2 and the square root of 2 over 2. So the tangent is going to be something divided by itself, so that's going to be 1. Cotangent of pi over 6, which is 30 degrees. So looking from the 30 degree aspect now, cotangent, which you know is simply, what is that? That's adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse. So that is square root of 3 over 2. That is square root of 3 over 2 over 1, which is simply the square root of 3 over 2. Then you have secant of pi over 3, which is the secant. Remember, secant is 1 over cosine, which is going to be the hypotenuse over adjacent. And the hypotenuse is 1, and the adjacent from the pi over 3 being 60 degrees, the adjacent from the 60 degree portion is 1/2, so 1 over 1/2, and that's going to be equal to 2. 23 cosine of pi over 4, so we're looking at, again, the 45, 45, which is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. So we have the square root of 2 over 2 over 1, which is simply the square root of 2 over 2. And then we have the cosecant of pi over 3. Cosecant of pi, let's see, the cosecant is the 1 over sine, which is going to be the hypotenuse, which is the hypotenuse over opposite. So looking at it now from the 60 degree portion, hypotenuse is 1, and the opposite is the square root of 3 over square root of 3 over 2. So this in turn, so this becomes 2 over the square root of 3, which is simply 2 square root of 3 over 3.